Hey, this is Jose Galison of No Way Jose. Just me. I'm doing a quick update right now for if you guys don't know, I shave my head, and you guys know how the way podcasting works. We release episodes a week out or whatever, or we hold episodes for like a week and then put them out. So you guys are gonna be seeing episodes this week with me with long hair. Not the case right now. Shaved it. It's summer here in Florida. Getting a little too long. I fucking hate solo episodes. So this isn't a solo episode. This is just an update. I want to get an update on what's going on. A lot of you guys know I have two channels. I have No Way Jose, which is my show, and that's my YouTube channel, and then I have the Liberty Movement, which I put my show on sometimes, some of the episodes, but I I've been like what I would consider the curator for a while, where I will be the one who also puts up other stuff. So like the concept for those who don't know of the Liberty Movement YouTube channel was to be a cultural, non-political like liberty spot. So we would put up stuff that fell within that realm. So like for example, we had usually I would put up there was a movie review show that was like liberty oriented. So they would do movie reviews and then be kind of sort of liberty ish, but it wasn't like overtly political or anything. And then we also had a parenting show. And then my show, which I would only put on topics that I felt like fell in there. Like, say I had someone to come on to talk about, why it's important for fitness or whatever, something like that. But anyways, I've gotten to the point where I'm just way too busy. I can't handle that. And I'm basically, I guess, essentially stepping down as that. Uh, but so here's the thing: I'm doing the update here because we can either let it die or we can keep it going. Because I do still like the concept of it, and I still am willing to contribute my episodes for ones that fit within that realm. I'm willing to contribute those episodes to use towards it, and I'm hopefully it catches on because I do like the concept of it. And it was honestly like it would be great for someone who wants to not necessarily use it, but the whole idea of it was to kind of lift up Liberty people. And the theory was that like that the culture was the best way to unite. So it was kind of a spot to kind of put away the political stuff. Like, are you voting R? Are you voting D? Are you voting L? Who cares? Point was like that was to a spot to bring up those kind of voices, and I still believe in that mission. I just don't have the time to do it. So I would like someone out there to, if they want to possibly take it over, hit me up. My email is thelibertymovementglobal@gmail.com because I do think it's a good mission. I always explain more, but the point I was just driving at a minute ago, it was great for me for building my audience. Like, it was because I had two places for me to post on. It was kind of like this collective like energy that like kind of built each other up. Because some people would come for the parenting shows, some people would come for like the movie review show, but then we kind of work each other up. And even then, these people had their own separate YouTube channels as well. This is just almost like a spot for them to like promo their stuff. Um, and even then, we kind of mitigated that too by like for example, with the parenting show, we wouldn't release their newest episodes, so it wasn't like we were like stealing their thunder. It was just we were reusing old episodes. And then with the movie review one, we were they had such a huge library. That's Actual Anarchy or Last Nighters for those interested. They're really good shit. Go check them out. But yeah, we were just using like old content because there was so much of it, and it was just kind of a way to like bring attention to them still. And for me, it was a spot where I started from nothing. I had like no, I mean, not that I'm like a big shot or anything right now. I have like I think 250 subs right now on YouTube. That's pretty decent. I mean, I've been doing this for like over 6 months. I mean, I feel like it's good. A lot of people have been done this before, said it's pretty good to be where I'm at right now, and I feel like it kind of is. I feel like I'm doing a decent job. And I felt like the Liberty Movement was very integral to that. So if there's anyone out there who has like a show, who wants to start a show or has a show that's just starting out, and they feel like, say they know they have some content that they could post here, and they have the time to be able to like essentially be the person putting up all the ones on different days, like, and I can, whoever, if anyone decides to do this, I can walk you through everything. Um, but yeah, no. So if that's something that sounds like interesting to you, like if you have a show, like a new show or wanting to start a show, and you feel like you can put your content there, it's a great way to build your audience. It's like it's almost got, I think it's like 170, 180 subs right now. So like that, and that took me like 6 months to build up. So like, I mean, you can let it die, but I'm essentially right now I'm offering it to someone to. I mean, I would still kind of keep the God keys, in case like, I mean, I don't want to betray its original mission. So if you come on there and you start using it to stump for your, Young Americans for Liberty candidate or some shit, I'm gonna, it's attached to my email, so I'm gonna yank it. But like, I mean, for the most part, I trust most Liberty people. I don't feel like anyone's gonna do that. So I think it's a perfect opportunity for someone, and I don't think it's something they should die, because I do think it's a really good idea. So if there's anyone out there, like, this is mostly for like content creators or prospective content creators, I do think that's like ideal. Like, this would be great for that. um like, say for example, you had a sports show, and it doesn't even have to bring up liberty at all, but say you're just like, you and a couple of your buddies, or you and a buddy are like big sports guys, and you just want to do like a weekly, like, break down the sports stuff. Like, I feel like that's the stuff we need. Like, that's really the stuff we need. Like, and it's not even that you're like overtly using it to preach, but it's like, anyone watches ESPN now. It's unbearable. I'm not even a sports ball guy, but you watch that stuff, and it's just awful. Like, it's just, they're just pandering. And just even have a space where you could do that and not have like that shit thrown in your face. I think that's something to catch on. I'm just spitballing here, so there's a million different ways you can go with it. The only thing is, it has to be liberty minded. So, I mean, generally, do you hate the state type deal? Like, I mean, that can be minarchist, that can be whatever. But yeah, liberty minded, non-political, and cultural ish, roughly. I mean, this is all kind of vague. Yeah, that's really all I got. I just wanted to provide that update, let you guys know what's going on, why I haven't been posting. I'm just super busy. I got so much going on in my life. I'll let you guys know I'm in the military. I'm trying to get out. So I just have a lot of shit going on. And then it was like, between that and my channel, it was something daily. So it's not that unbearable. Like, especially, I'm a married guy with 2 jobs, 2 daughters. Like, I have a lot of shit going on. So for me, it was just too much to bear. But for someone, especially like you say, like a single guy who, say you have a podcast, you want to start a podcast, and you have the time, and you know, go for it. Like, this is not that hard, and it would be a good way to build up an audience. Also, and you can even do what I do. If you ever get to a point where you just don't have the time, you can pass it on as well. Like, I mean, we'll see who goes for it. I just not something I want to see die. Um, yeah. If you don't have any questions, you guys can hit me up on Twitter. That's where I'm at most active these days. At Galison Jose. Yeah, the Liberty Movement Global at gmail.com. Yeah, also, like, yeah, go definitely. Oh, another thing too, if you guys are listening to this update, if you actually care, I'm like 8 minutes deep, and I feel like a lot of people probably bailed by this point. But like, if you're interested, like, if you normally listen to me on the Liberty Movement channel, I would suggest you go find my No Way Jose channel as well. I'll be posting this in both channels, because I know it's kind of like, I know there were some people who said they listened to me on one channel, not the other. So, like, yeah, I mean, I'm at like 250 subscribers right now. I'm trying to hit 300 so I can start syncing on library. Like, that'd be awesome. So yeah, so if you're listening on there, I would suggest going to listen to No Way Jose, because it's basically not determined when, if ever, I'm going to be coming back on the Liberty Movement YouTube channel. So, or if that's going to be operational. This is up to you guys. I'm kind of passing the gauntlet, saying if someone wants this is an almost 200 subs channel. Like, you can do what I did. Like, what I did when I had my channel is I would usually, like, most weeks I would have like one cultural episode, and then I would have one episode that didn't fall within that purview. And so then that way it would give incentive to go to my channel instead of just only watching me on the YouTube, on the Liberty Movement. So I don't know, do what you want with it. I mean, if you want to put all your content on both, whatever. Like, I just think it's a silly thing to let die. I just don't have the time for it, and that's not at all to suggest that I don't think it's a good idea. But yeah, I've rambled enough. I hate these fucking things. So yeah, definitely go subscribe to my channel. If you guys want, you can. I'm always down for new patron people. I really got to thank my patrons that are out there, because you guys have finally got me to where I'm not losing money, and that's a big deal. Sounds silly from like 6 months. I mean, never expect to get like rich or anything. I still don't. I mean, it would be nice to have a little bit of a little tiny revenue stream, but nothing that I'm like complaining about at all. I'm actually very grateful. So with that, if you're my patron, if you guys ever have any requests for guests or topics, or if you even want to come on yourself or whatever, hit me up. So that's a perk for patron. You guys get episodes a week early too. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to stop, or I'm going to keep fucking going. So that, deuces, everybody. Thanks for listening.